Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. This is the Anima Lumina healing channel. I'll be doing a pick a card today, and you have 3 decks to choose from. So the first deck is this Mystic Psyche Tarot. The second deck is the Alice in Wonderland Tarot deck. And the third deck is the Wildwood Tarot. So take as long as you need to choose your pile, and I will see you guys in your readings. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Mystic Psyche Tarot, then this will be your reading for today. Now I've already chosen your cards. You have the 5 of Wands, the 7 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, the Magician, and the 3 of Wands. So the first thing that I'm noticing is this cup here on the 7 of Cups, and I think that is Saturn. I'm not an expert, but I feel like it's Saturn, or Saturn is what comes to mind anyway. Also, the Magician is Mercury, which is ruled by Virgo and Gemini, and Virgo is what's coming to mind. So you could have your Saturn in Virgo, or it could just be, this could just be like the type of personality you have or traits that you have. You could have like a perfection neurosis where you like to have things perfect. It's like all or nothing. It could be like paralyzing. I know that Saturn in Virgo is generally a hard worker, someone who like helps others, even like to their own detriment. So like kind of like martyr energy. So you could be that would be obviously making you more susceptible to burnout, putting everyone else before yourself. Now the 3 of Wands here, it's like learning to express your needs, or like you could have had growth with your self-expression. The 7 of Wands, I'm picking up like self-protection. I think both of these are kind of like self-expression, but yeah, definitely like self-protection with the 7 of Wands. I think overall this reading is giving me like a story of someone who has spent their life overgiving and trying to make everything perfect, and potentially finding themselves completely burnt out or taken advantage of by others. I think now they're learning to set boundaries, or just telling other people what their needs are so that they can be helped. Like letting the shoe be on the other foot for a change. Now, if you don't feel safe expressing your needs with the people that you have in your life currently, then the message for today would be that this is a sign that you need to adjust who you're associating with. Because if you're overgiving and always, like, you know, working hard to help other people, and like if you're going to start to express your needs and people aren't going to give back, then that's not really a healthy give and take in a relationship. So yeah, the suggestion would be to make sure that the relationship is equal, it has an equal exchange. Now, like obviously there could be like a transition period, because if the people in your life are used to you just like giving, then it might be a little bit of a shock when that changes. But it should be able to change. If they cannot change and actually like give back, then there's plenty more fish in the sea, basically. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card from Magical Mermaids and Dolphins, just to wrap up the reading. See if there's any other advice. Okay, so you got have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. And self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember you're God's perfect child. I feel like this one would be in regard to, like, you know, if you've had like this realization of what I was saying, then like you could be critical. Like Saturn and Virgo, it's a very like self-critical. Virgos can be very self-critical or just critical in general. But there potentially could be like a need for self-forgiveness in this area. Yeah, and obviously having faith, that kind of speaks for itself, I feel like. Don't let it get you down if you've been in this position and you're like learning to grow out of it. Give it time and have faith. You may end up, sorry, just with like, you know, Virgo's reminding me of the Hermit, and, you know, during a transition period where like if you're needing to change the company that you're keeping, you could go through a period of time where you're in isolation, like you may not have a lot of people around you. And I feel like that would be what this is referring to with having faith. Other people will come eventually when it's the right time, and they will be more aligned to what you're needing, what you're looking for. So yes, pile one, I think that is all for your reading for today. I hope that has provided some insight or clarity, maybe something that you weren't thinking that was like important for you to be looking at in your life. Let me know in the comments how that resonates. I'm always interested. And if you feel aligned, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Welcome, pile 2. If you chose the Alice in Wonderland tarot deck, then this will be your reading for today. Now, I've already chosen your cards, so let's take a look. You have the 10 of Hedgehog, which is Pentacles, the 1 of Teacups, which is the Ace of Cups, have a reverse 10 of Spears, which is Wands, and the Knight of Hedgehogs, which is Pentacles. Okay, firstly, I feel like I need to clarify that you could be anywhere on this timeline. So you could not quite be on this timeline yet. You might presently be going through it, or it may be in the past. And I'm just going to refer to it as if it's already happened. So in the past. Now, it looks like it's taken a lot of hard work for you to get to this point that you're at right now. And it seems you've learned how to slow down, and you've learned what gives you joy with this card here. Like, I'm just imagining, you know, the pouring of the tea and the sitting and being present with the tea, like really slowing down to appreciate things. Yeah, and also like joy, because the cups is like fulfillment. The 10 of Pentacles can be like fulfillment. So yeah, slowing down and learning what gives you joy, and realizing that it wasn't necessary for you to carry every burden, including some that's not your own. With this reversed Ten of Spears, the Ten of Wands. It's carrying a heavy load, and it's like you've realized that you don't actually need to carry everything. You found progression was more efficient. What am I trying to say? Only carrying what you need to at the time you need to get a specific job done or accomplished, whatever. You found that you had more progression and more efficiency than you just carrying everything all the time. And I think this has been very healing on your nervous system. And I'm also picking up like your heart as well with the green and pink. Like, I feel like that's like both heart chakras. So yeah, I feel like your heart also is healing while your nervous system heals. There's something here about the broom that's significant. So maybe that's just validation on its own, or like some of you actually have like a meaning for the broom, but the broom's definitely like significant. I kind of feel like it's like representative of like cleaning out cobwebs, or like, you know, it's giving like new home, new me type of vibes. Yeah, so okay, so this reading could just be validation for you if you're already on the tail end of this, like you've already been through this, and it is in the past and you've learned this. Or if you aren't at this point yet, then this reading's helping to guide you to get there, or to let you know that everything will work out if you keep putting the effort into staying on the right path. So not specifically just working harder or like doing more, but just putting in the effort to stay on the right path. So continuing to find your joy and be present and slow down. Maybe you want to go and pour yourself a tea, and not carrying everything of everybody's, basically. Then yeah, it's kind of like insight of what the path that you're on will continue to take you towards. So yeah, pile 2, I think that's all for your reading for today. Let me know in the comments how that resonates for you, and if you feel aligned, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye. Hi pile 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Wildwood Tarot, then this will be your reading for today. Now I've already chosen your cards, so let's take a look. Remember to only take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. So you have the Knight of Stones with horse. I think that's Pentacles. You have 21, the World Tree, and the 5 of Stones with endurance. I'm feeling like this fire horse year may be significant for you, just with like the fire and the horse right there. Yeah, so it could feel like you're enduring what life's throwing at you right now with this fire horse. But there's definitely a new cycle that has or will start, even if you feel like you're left out in the cold right now. Like, she definitely looks like she's left out in the cold. Or like, even if you just feel lacking with where you'd prefer to be in regard to your expectations on where you deserve to be. So you could feel like you've worked so hard and not really made progression. But I think that's just, I think it's been very slow and steady with this Knight of Pentacles. Perhaps you're not able to see that progression yet. I'm just noticing like the horse's mouth. There's something about what you're speaking out loud isn't aligned with what your goals or like where you're wanting to go. So be mindful of like the words / spells that you cast, I guess. All right. I'm going to pull an oracle card from Wild Wisdom Australia. We'll just see what comes out to wrap up your reading. So I got Pelican, enjoy life. I might read from the book for this. Kind of sounds like, you know, if you're enduring a lot right now and you're not quite seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, then finding enjoyment in life is probably necessary. But let's see what the book says. All right. It says, reflection, direction, balance, wisdom, nurture, forgiveness. Pelican asks you to spend some time near the water. Life can easily get chaotic, so this is a gentle reminder to make time to find some balance. You're constantly putting yourself last. Are you constantly putting yourself last? Being kind and gentle are great attributes, but don't let these qualities burn you out. You can't pour from an empty cup, as the saying goes. Pelican also brings a reminder to connect and spend time with family or chosen family. In your career, Pelican asks you to build rapport with your co-workers and contribute to a team-friendly environment. We spend so much time at work, whether at home, on site, or in an office. Make the most of that time by nurturing yourself and others through encouraging and supportive words and deeds. Is there an area or person in your life that needs your forgiveness? Pelican is a sign that it is time to let the past go, regain your power through forgiveness. This also applies to yourself. If you're seeking forgiveness, forgive yourself first. So you can call in Pelican energy to find balance, for help finding time to relax, for connecting to your inner strength, for help forgiving someone or a situation. Now, the advice is the universe has your back. Know there is abundance for everyone. It's the base chakra, red, and your mantra is, it is okay to put myself first. So if you were eyeing off pile 2, you may find something in that reading as well, because there's similar messages in that reading too. Now, what stood out to me was where it was talking about using supportive words, which is like what I was saying with the horse. So being intentional with the words that you're using. And also, when it was saying spending time in nature, like at the beach, I feel like grounding, like specifically grounding at the beach, would be really beneficial too, to clear your head, to gain a more positive perspective or a more neutral perspective, if that's what we're going for right now. All right, is that all pile 3? I'm going to pull one more from the Soul Whispers. I'm just kind of picking up like that it may feel like, I don't know, if you're feeling like stuck or like not progressing, I think that everything is in the right timing. Like, I think maybe this fire horse needs to play out. So if you're not familiar with this fire horse here, It's in the Chinese zodiac, and this year is the fire horse. So maybe like look into it. It might offer you some comfort. Okay, I got you came from the stars, so shine bright. It's really lovely. 21 might be significant for you. Yeah, it's like what I'm getting is like whatever you're going through right now, it's like it's like kind of destined to be that way. As in like it's in the stars. So like there's like a level of surrendering that control that you can like I don't know, I'm getting, oh yeah, this card was talking about forgiveness. I'm kind of getting like you're blaming yourself potentially. So there's like a level of like just letting that go. Like it's, you don't have as much control or as much blame as what you think you do, and just ride it out on the horse. Yeah, and just try and get some joy. Go to the beach, ground it out. And yeah, I think that's all for you guys, pile 3. I hope that has offered you some comfort, or just some motivation to keep going, some hope, entertaining at the very least. Let me know in the comments how it resonates for you, and if you feel aligned, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.